Hello and good morning. Welcome to Morning Moments, also known as Off the Couch. I'm Joan, a psychotherapist, author, and speaker, and I had some ideas recently that it might be a good idea to be able to bring to you all of my knowledge, my information, my expertise that I have been doing for more than 40 years with individuals, couples, and groups. Stuff that is about life transitions, existential realities, and just the knowledge that I've acquired and that I have shared with my clients and now with you. I'm going to do morning programs. I'm not even dressed now. I'm in my pajamas with my cup of coffee. It's early in the morning. I'm not even sure what time it is. My eyes may not even be open, but I'm wearing my glasses. So I want to talk about all this that I can share with you, but except for today being the first day that I'm putting this on YouTube, and so close to the recent tragedy that we all experienced with the Marjorie Stone Douglas High School, where my grandchildren went to school. They go to school there. I wanted to just take a few minutes to talk about this because it's on everybody's pulse, on everybody's mind, and everybody's hearts right now. It's really appalling that we are going through such a crisis in our country. I don't remember this when I grew up in the 50s, when the worst thing that could happen to a girl was getting pregnant and the worst thing that could happen to a guy was getting her pregnant. There were no muggings. There were no shootings. There were no suicides. Nobody got raped. It was the last age of innocence, and I don't know where I am any longer. I don't feel like I'm on the same planet that I grew up in the 50s. And I worry for the future generations, for my grandchildren and their children. At 78 years old, I think I've seen it all. I lost a daughter, a psychologist, a social worker, 34 years old, who leaped to her death from her father's 15-story building, who suffered for 10 years from bipolar 1. And it wasn't anyone that shot her that was her executioner. She didn't even commit suicide. It was her illness, bipolar 1 disorder, that was her executioner. What happened at Marjorie Stone High School, Marjorie Stone Douglas High School this week? It was a young guy, a 19-year-old mentally deranged person who went in there with an AR-15 rifle, automatic weapon, who destroyed the lives of 17 people. Most of them were children. A few were teachers and a coach. It was horrific. It was unconscionable. Our minds couldn't even possibly digest what happened. We couldn't believe it. I was there for a service for one of the children who lost her lives. And I came here to volunteer, and I was shaken up to the core, as were everyone else that was there. The tears, the cries, the howling, the wounds that will be irreparable for the rest of their lives. I had to just say a few words about it. We've all heard this story or this sentence that guns don't kill, it's the people that shoot the guns that kill. But that's not the issue either. It's even deeper than that. It's about mental illness and the fact that nobody's doing anything about it. It's the fact that it's no different than cancer, it's no different than having leukemia, it's no different than having a stroke or a heart attack. It's a mental disease, but people don't understand that. This country really fails those who suffer from mental illness. They fall through the cracks like my daughter did. And it has to stop because we cannot tolerate one more of these episodes. We cannot fathom that it can happen again. We've heard about Columbine, we've heard about Sandy Hook, and now right here in South Florida where I live, when my children go to school, my grandchildren go to school, it happened again. In one of the safest, if not the safest city in Florida. So I just wanted to tell everybody, I wanted to share my thoughts, my feelings, my anger about this episode, and hoping in the future that the politicians will think about the children rather than the money, will think about our most precious asset, our future generations, rather than filling their pockets with special interest groups, because enough is enough. It's time for a change. Thank you for watching, and look forward to these moments, morning moments, which will only be between a minute and 2 minutes, perhaps 2 or 3 times a week. I look forward to sharing my information with you, my opinions, and everything else that I think might be relevant and of interest to you. Thank you.